Hello, Michael.
Hello, Gaëtan. How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to see you here in France.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome back here in the headquarters. And maybe it could be the time and the occasion to make you a visit of the news here, of the new building.
I would love to.
Okay.
Thank you. So what we're doing, we're actually having a tour of the facility since we've had an addition since I was last year in September of 2019. So Michael is going to give me a grand tour of the facility. Where shall we start?
The idea is to do a chronological visit of the production of the blades and propellers. And then it has a main room here. This is the storage of the composite. It's a cold room for the storage of the prepreg carbon in epoxy resin. And then here on this machine, we can do all the cutting to make all the shape we need in composite, in prepreg composite. This machine is for all small parts.
Okay.
And we have a second cutting machine for long blade, like for helicopter blade.
Okay, very good. And where should we go next?
And then after we can do assembly of the structure
Okay.
on table like that, for example, and we do all the internal structure of the blade. And after that, there is the assembly of the composite parts to make the blade before curing.
Okay.
So we have internal foam core and carbon fiber on each side. And there is all the assembly, all the dropping around the foam core here with all the traceability numbers on each blade. Each blade is individual, and we have all the records of everything we have inside the blade. And next step is the curing of the blade on the machine, on the presses. On this presses, there is one blade under pressure with a heated mold to make the curing of the resin. And we have different machines also to mold other blades or to mold hubs and accessories.
Okay. And my understanding is that all these machines were designed and manufactured by Good Propellers,
Exactly,
correct?
that's right. We have a custom process. That's why we do our personal design for the presses and for the machine. And we design the mold also for sure.
Okay. So what happened once the blades are out of the molds? What's the next step?
The next step is just here when it's go out to the mold. The blade has this quality. The composite is cured, and we need to do all the machining at the end and do the recutting of the diameter. We can see that there is inside the structure the serial number directly molded inside, and also all the deco are inside the blade.
Okay.
And the main characteristic of the blade is the shielding. This is something directly molded with the structure, and that's really solid and it's perfectly smooth here. There is no thickness, no scale, no step. For the hub, we have a forged carbon process. As you can see, there is no foam core here, it's only carbon fiber. And we forge the carbon on a specific presses like this one. We do all the holes and all the cutting in one operation directly during curing.
Awesome.
It's a patent process.
Okay.
Next step, we use all the dusty operation that we do. It's separate to the rest of the activities to avoid any contamination of the structure. We can do all the modification that we need to do on the blades, remove all the extra materials. And here we are right now in the new building, a part of the extension, and we started to place some tools and tooling inside to modify the spinner, for example, and we have all the parts here.
So my understanding is that we're now entering a new addition to the facility.
Exactly, we double the size of the workshop to extend the surface, because with the new activities we have, especially for the rotor blades, we need to have more space for the production. Right here, for example, we have a second cutting machine to cut the long parts of carbon fibers before curing, to cut prepreg roll. and then it gives us the possibility to make really big and long blades for helicopter, for example.
So a part of the purpose of the addition was to be able to make longer blades,
Exactly.
meaning that for rotors.
Exactly.
Okay.
Rotors for multicopters application and for helicopters application.
Okay.
We can see here rotor blades already cured and prepared, but we prepare all the blades here. It's the new activities that we developed. Here we can see it's a really specific machine that we developed by ourselves. This is 4-meter length presses to be able to cure under pressure the blades we are doing, and the helicopter blades are doing here, and all the rotor blades also, thanks to this capability.
So my understanding is that we're actually getting into the finishing room. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah. We will do just the final diameter cutting, and then there is a static balancing to be able to match all the blades together, and so after there is all the packing and the assembly to be ready to be delivered. And here on this corner there is all the spinner preparation for all the aircraft.
Okay.
Because of the old design of aircraft, we need different size of spinner, and so we have 8-inch spinner until 15-inch spinner diameter. Yeah. This carbon fiber for the spinner, and here the back plate in carbon fiber too.
So Michael, my understanding is that everything is actually traceable in this factory, from everything that gets into the building, ordering, and everything that goes out through our ERP system. Could you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yes, exactly. Indeed, we develop a custom system. We have all the list of order that we can see and manage here, and after we have all the operation, for example, the draping, and for all the parts, the blades, the hubs, all the accessories, spinners, and so on. We have the curing system, the current record. For example, we have the machine who is doing the curing right now, and after the final step is the packing. And when we do the packing, we close the box, and it's ready to ship through the raw ride.
Is that through this system that you're capable of tracing through a serial number a customer, for example?
Exactly.
Let's say, for example, out of the US, a customer might call me and saying, "Hey, I've broken a blade. How do we replace it? How do we make a clone?" It's through our ERP system. Is
That's
that
right.
correct?
In couple of seconds, with the serial number, we can easily find one blade and identify all the historical of the blade, the day of production, all the batch number of the raw materials, and all operation is recorded in the system and really quick to get.
Okay.
Okay. Here it's a dedicated workshop for the assembly of variable pitch blade. As you can understand, variable pitch blade is really different to standard blades because the root must be capable to rotate during flights, during operation. And it's a specific technology that we develop with titanium parts to be really light and really strong in operation, and for sure really precise also.
So, Michael, thank you very much. And I see a lot of boxes here. What's going on this part of the building?
Here, this is the end of the operation, the final step, the delivery. And so we prepare all the package, and after this is shipped through the world, in France, in Europe, in US, all over the world.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you so much for the tour, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I look forward to my stay and look to learn and about our operation that we will share with our customer.
Yes, and see you soon in Florida.
Thank you.